So Black Ops Cold War is here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to level up your weapons extremely fast in the game so that you can unlock better attachments to build better class setups, get more kills, go on more streaks, and do better at the game. Now the gameplay and tips come from the Black Ops Cold War beta, however I also have some tips for when the game launches in November, so if you're watching the video at this point when the game's launched, then don't think this video isn't for you because there's lots of tips here for you. The main tips are here. It'll probably have everything you need, so it will still be relevant, so don't worry about that. But currently the main focus of this video will be how players can level up weapons quickly in the beta so that they can get better attachments and make the better class setups. So be sure to stick around until the end of the video so you don't miss out on any important tips, and if you find it useful, leaving a like would be greatly appreciated, and feel free to subscribe by clicking that bell icon so that you can stay up to date with all my latest Modern Warfare, Warzone and Black Ops Cold War videos. I'll have a tips and tricks playlist in the description, I'll leave a link for that there, and I'll have a card on screen for that playlist in case you guys are interested in any other tips videos on how to improve the game in Black Ops Cold War. Without further ado though, let's get into the tips. So the weapon leveling and gunsmith system in Black Ops Cold War is very similar to the one in Modern Warfare and Warzone, so if you played that game, you'll be familiar with the system. The way to level up weapons fast in the game simply is just to get more weapon XP. So now we turn to the question, how do you get more weapon XP? We're going to be covering that in today's video. The first obvious way is just to get more kills, but there's much more to it than that. So today we're going to be breaking that down. I'm going to be showing you how to get more kills, how to get more XP from each kill, the best ways to go about getting that weapon XP and the most efficient ways, and then a few other little tips you can use here and there to get more weapon XP. And then after that we'll talk about some tips which may be relevant to the beta, they probably won't be, but they'll definitely be relevant to when the actual game launches. So let's start off with how you can get more kills so you can get more weapon XP, and then we'll move on to the other tips. So to get more kills you need to be in matches with more enemies that you can get to and obviously kill them more quickly. So when the game launches there's likely going to be a mosh pit for small maps, things like Nuketown and other small modes like that, but right now obviously we're in their beta and I would recommend going for the core playlist which contains Team Deathmatch, Domination and Kill Confirmed. In terms of getting the most kills for leveling up those weapons faster, I would say Team Deathmatch is probably the best of those three for now, but obviously if they add other modes that may change, and obviously when the game comes out, if they've got a small map playlist like Nuketown or a weekly playlist, I'd definitely recommend checking that out because that's probably going to be a bit better. Now once you're in game, make sure you are moving about the map as much as possible and going to higher flow areas of the map, so ideally places where enemies are going to be commonly going to, so for example certain buildings or windows, or if you're in an objective mode like Domination then hover around those dom points, etc. And you can also use the basic tips to stay alive longer, so for example take cover regularly when needed, don't run and gun, and don't rush in too much, reload when it's sensible and pre-aim going around corners. You can also use tips like drop shotting, jump shotting and then sliding to be a bit more evasive with the enemy. And another great tip is also to reload cancel as well, so double tapping that Y button on Xbox or triangle button on PlayStation to basically swap the weapon and swap back to the original one while you're in the process of reloading. So several times you may see it in the gameplay in Black Ops Cold War, I've started to reload, then an enemy comes along and I have to quickly double tap that swap weapon button so that it cancels the reload, I go back to the original weapon and I can start firing with it so I can finish off my mag rather than waiting till I finish reload because I might die by that point and then I won't be able to kill them. So that's a very good tip, and I'd also recommend using the stim shot tactical equipment just to help you stay alive longer and get more kills. There's also several ways to find more enemies on the map, so you can use the field mic, UAV and stuff like that so that you can hunt down and hopefully kill more enemies. You can also use the tracker perk in tier 2 of the perks once unlocked at level 23, but obviously it depends what level you're on, but that's not too important, but it can help if you are at a higher level. It's also very well and good to go and get lots of kills, but that's still not enough to level up weapons fast. You also need to make sure you're getting more weapon XP from each kill. So how do we go about doing that? Well, there's a number of ways. Basically what you need to be doing is getting more exciting types of kills, and basically what you need to do is earn medals from different types of kills. So for example getting headshots, long shots, rapid kills like double and triple kills, going on streaks for like bloodthirsties and merciless and stuff like that, getting point blank kills and all those types of kills. I'll show you some medals for those on screen. That helps you get more weapon XP as far as I know. It definitely helps you get more XP, but I believe it also helps you get more weapon XP, so it helps you to level up your weapons a bit faster. The next thing we're going to talk about is getting assists. So getting assists awards you the same amount as getting kills, so even if you don't think you can kill them, put a bullet or two into them and hopefully a teammate can come along, clean them up and give you that assist. So it's not too shabby for a very small amount of effort, so it's a good way to get a little bit more XP if you don't think you can kill someone. So for example, if they're too far away and you don't quite think you can shoot them to kill them, you put a bullet or two into them and someone comes along and kills them, you'll get that assist. So it's just a really good way to bump up that weapon XP a little bit more. Now I'm glad you guys are still watching the video, because we'll now turn to a bunch of useful tips which may be useful for the beta, but they'll definitely 100% be important for when the full game has released. So it's probably a good idea to keep them in mind anyway, so I would recommend you guys stick around for these tips. So the first thing is double weapon XP weekends are quite common. Take advantage of these when they're around. Treyarch may also have double weapon XP tokens as well in Black Ops Cold War, similar to how Infinity Ward did with Modern Warfare. So if that's the case, try to earn as many of these as you can and use them wisely. The more you can stack up, the more you can use them and the more you can level up your weapon. So it's really good in that regard. They may even implement a sort of double weapon XP system during the beta, but I find that unlikely. They could do though, we never know. So just stay tuned over the next week or two and see how nice they plan on being. So the other thing we want to do is unlock the mastery camo challenges. Most likely this will be the gold camo, the diamond camo and the dark matter or its equivalent camo, and these will be very good for getting not only XP for your character to level up fast, but also weapon XP. It will help you level up your weapons a little bit faster, so would definitely recommend doing that. And it also gets you those cool camos as well. And if Black Ops Cold War has challenges that reward players with XPs, they probably will. Go for these as well and try to overlap the challenges and complete them as fast as possible, because basically previous Black Ops games have had these types of challenges where they reward you not only XP but weapon XP as well, which is likely they'll be in this game too, and if they are, obviously go for those, but I can't guarantee that at this stage. But they probably will be. And you will probably be able to level up weapons in Warzone that will count towards the weapons in Black Ops Cold War as well when it launches. So I'm not 100% sure on this point, but I reckon that will probably be the case. So if that's the case, obviously jump into Warzone if you're, for example, a free-to-play player, and you should be able to work for you as well, but I'm not 100% sure how that will work with the Black Ops Cold War system this year. So those have been the main tips to level up your weapons faster. Hopefully you found some tips useful. If you did, obviously be sure to leave a like on the video, it really helps me out, and feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on by clicking that bell icon so that you stay up to date with my latest Modern Warfare, Warzone and Black Ops Cold War videos. Finally, I'm just going to say that if you are interested, like I say, in any of the other tips and tricks videos for Black Ops Cold War, then feel free to check out that tips and tricks playlist. A link in the description and a card on screen. They'll have other videos such as how to level up fast, earn more streaks and that kind of thing. So, and if you're interested in any best class setups, I'm going to have a ton of those on my channel as well, so make sure you're sticking around for that. But cheers for watching, hope you found it useful, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next video.